Hello everyone, it's Tran Thun here. Today I want to talk about something truly fascinating, a phenomenon that has quietly grown into a global movement since it first appeared back in 2019. I'm talking about Pi Network. Think about it for a moment. What started as a simple idea from a group of Stanford graduates has blossomed into something massive. It wasn't through flashy advertising or big-budget marketing campaigns. Instead, its growth has been almost entirely organic, spreading from person to person, friend to friend, across borders and continents. This is a story not just about technology, but about people. It's a testament to what can happen when millions of individuals share a common vision and decide to build something together, one tap on their phone at a time. The journey of Pi Network from 2019 to today, 2025, has been anything but ordinary. It has been a slow, deliberate, and sometimes confusing path for outsiders. While the rest of the crypto world was obsessed with skyrocketing prices and instant riches, Pi took a different route. It focused on building a community first. The core team understood a fundamental truth: a currency is only as valuable as the number of people who believe in it and are willing to use it. So for years, the primary goal was not to get listed on an exchange, but to grow the network, to educate its members, and to lay the groundwork for a genuine, utility-based economy. This patient approach has built a foundation of tens of millions of users, a scale that is simply unprecedented for a project still in its enclosed phase. This incredible expansion is the secret sauce, the magic ingredient that makes Pi Network so unique. It's a force that money can't easily buy. Imagine a digital nation being built from the ground up, with citizens from every corner of the globe. Each person who joins, who participates in the daily check-in, is like a bricklayer adding another stone to this massive digital cathedral. This collective effort, this shared belief, is what gives the project its immense potential energy. It's not about the code alone, it's about the human network behind the code. This is the power that has carried Pi through years of development and skepticism, and it is the same power that will define its future. Looking back, the strategy was brilliant in its simplicity. By allowing anyone with a smartphone to participate without needing expensive hardware or technical knowledge, Pi Network democratized access to cryptocurrency. It made people feel like they were part of something from the very beginning, not just latecomers trying to catch a wave. This sense of ownership and involvement has created a level of loyalty and dedication that is rarely seen. The community isn't just a user base, it's a co-creative force, a massive focus group, and a global family all rolled into one. This is the story of Pi, a quiet revolution powered not by speculation, but by the sheer force of human connection and collective faith. Now let's dive into a concept that you might have heard a lot about within the Pi community, GCV, or Global Consensus Value. This idea can be a bit confusing at first, especially if you're used to how traditional markets work. When we think of the price of something like a stock or even Bitcoin, we think of a number determined by buying and selling on an open market or exchange. That price can swing wildly based on news, speculation, or even a single tweet. GCV is fundamentally different. It's not a price dictated by traders. It's a value proposed and agreed upon by the community itself. It's a bottom-up approach to valuation. Imagine a massive global negotiation where millions of people are trying to answer one question. What do we believe one Pi is worth in exchange for real-world goods and services? The global consensus value is the answer that emerges from that conversation. It represents a shared agreement, a social contract among pioneers, that this is the baseline value they will honor when they trade with each other. This is a radical departure from the norm. Instead of letting external markets decide their fate, the Pi community is attempting to establish its own economic gravity, its own internal standard of value, before ever opening up to the wider world of speculative trading. The vision behind GCV is profound. It aims to create a stable and predictable digital currency that can actually be used for everyday transactions. The wild volatility of other cryptocurrencies makes them difficult to use for buying a cup of coffee or paying for a service. The price could crash or skyrocket in the time it takes to complete the transaction. By establishing a high and stable consensus value, the community hopes to create a currency that functions more like a traditional currency, like the US dollar or the euro, but with the added benefits of decentralization and global accessibility. The GCV is a statement of intent. We are building a medium of exchange, not just a speculative asset. So when you hear pioneers talking about a GCV of, for example, $314,159, it's not a prediction of a future market price. It is a declaration of the value they are willing to assign to Pi within their own ecosystem. It's a bold, ambitious goal that reflects the community's belief in the long-term potential of the network they have built together. This value is not based on thin air, it's anchored in the size of the network, the utility of the apps being built, and the collective faith of its millions of members. GCV is the economic expression of the community's power and its vision for a more equitable digital future. Talk is one thing, but action is what truly matters. So, where can we see this GCV and the Pi ecosystem at work right now? The answer lies within the Pi browser, which is the gateway to a burgeoning digital economy. This is not some far-off future promise, it's happening today. Within this enclosed environment, developers and entrepreneurs from the community are building what we call dApps, or decentralized applications. These are platforms and services that run on the Pi network and use Pi as their native currency. It's like a whole new internet of value being built exclusively for pioneers. Let's look at some concrete examples. We are seeing the emergence of e-commerce platforms, often called PiMalls or Pi marketplaces. On these dApps, pioneers can list real-world goods, from electronics and fashion to handmade crafts and local produce, and sell them to other pioneers for Pi. This is where the rubber meets the road. A farmer in Vietnam can sell their coffee to a buyer in Brazil, and the transaction is settled in Pi. This is peer-to-peer commerce on a global scale, cutting out the middlemen and the complexities of traditional cross-border payments. It's a powerful demonstration of Pi's utility as a medium of exchange. But it goes far beyond just shopping. The ecosystem is diversifying rapidly. There are now freelance job platforms where you can hire someone for a service like graphic design, writing, or programming, and pay them in Pi. Imagine a small business owner in Nigeria hiring a web developer from India, with the entire transaction facilitated seamlessly through the Pi network. We are also seeing the growth of entertainment and social dApps, where users can earn or spend Pi for games, content, and social interactions. These applications create a circular economy where Pi is constantly moving, creating value at every step. Each of these applications strengthens the entire network. The more goods and services that can be bought with Pi, the more inherent value Pi has. This isn't value derived from speculation on an exchange, it's value derived from real-world utility. It's the value of getting your website built, your logo designed, or your morning coffee delivered to your door. The development of these dApps is a collaborative effort, often led by community members who see a need and decide to build a solution. This organic, user-driven innovation is what makes the Pi ecosystem so dynamic and resilient, proving that Pi is on its way to becoming much more than just a coin to be mined. Two terms you will constantly hear in the Pi network are KYC and Mainnet. These might sound technical, but their roles are crucial and easy to understand. They are the twin pillars that support the entire structure of trust and real value for Pi. Let's start with KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer. You've probably done this before with a bank or another financial service. It's the process of verifying your identity, usually with an official ID document. In the context of Pi network, KYC serves a vital purpose. It ensures that every account belongs to a real, unique human being. Why is this so important? Because it prevents bad actors from creating millions of fake accounts to hoard Pi unfairly. By ensuring one person, one account, the network maintains its integrity and fairness. It guarantees that the distribution of Pi is as wide and democratic as possible, aligning with the project's core vision. When you transact with another pioneer who has passed KYC, you have a higher degree of certainty that you are dealing with a genuine individual. This process transforms an anonymous network of accounts into a verified network of people, which is the absolute foundation for building a trustworthy digital economy where real value can be exchanged safely. Now let's talk about the Mainnet. Think of the Pi network's development in two major phases. For years, we were in the testnet phase, which was like a practice environment. The Pi we were accumulating was recorded, but it wasn't on a permanent public ledger. The Mainnet is the real deal. It's the live, functioning, and decentralized blockchain where your Pi balance once you pass KYC is migrated to. This is when your Pi becomes a true cryptocurrency that you own and control in your own wallet. The enclosed Mainnet period we are in now is a clever strategy. It allows the real blockchain to function while restricting external connectivity. This enclosed Mainnet phase is where the magic happens. It connects the two pillars we've discussed. Only KYC-verified pioneers can move their Pi to the Mainnet, Once there, they can start using their real Pi within the ecosystem of dApps we talked about earlier. This creates a safe, insulated environment for the community to practice using Pi, for businesses to establish themselves, and for the GCV to find its footing through real transactions. It allows the internal economy to mature and stabilize before being exposed to the speculative pressures of the outside world. KYC ensures the users are real, and the Mainnet provides the secure and decentralized ledger for them to transact. Together, they build the value of Pi from the ground up. As the Pi ecosystem matures and more transactions occur based on the global consensus value, a fascinating question arises. Could GCV evolve into something more? Could it become a new kind of global value standard? This is a bold and ambitious thought, but it's rooted in the unique properties of the Pi network. For decades, the US dollar has been the world's primary reserve currency. Its value is backed by the economic strength and stability of the United States. The GCV, however, proposes a different model, a value backed not by a single nation, but by a global community of millions of people. Imagine a future where GCV achieves widespread recognition and stability within the Pi ecosystem. If millions of people and thousands of businesses consistently and reliably trade goods and services based on this value, it starts to become a de facto standard. Its stability would be its greatest asset. Unlike other cryptocurrencies that can lose 20% of their value overnight, a stable GCV would make Pi a reliable unit of account. A merchant could price their goods in Pi without fearing that its value would collapse tomorrow. This predictability is the holy grail for any currency that aims for mass adoption and everyday use. This stability would come directly from the community's collective agreement. The GCV is not subject to the whims of a central bank's monetary policy or the geopolitical tensions that can affect national currencies. Its strength lies in its decentralization and the shared